Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unity of Windsor. It's so nice to see everyone here, and welcome to you online. I'm so glad that you can take the time to join us. My name is Nicholas, and I will be your platform host, along with our very own Linda.
Whatever your faith, background, race, gender, sexual orientation, age, or ability, you are welcome here. We come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. Wherever you are in that process, we are glad you joined us today.
And while it is a well-traveled land, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of the First Nations, comprised of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples, and we are grateful to work, learn, and live in this area. Our musicians today is our very own Angelica.
And today I'm working alongside Nicholas, so I welcome Nicholas as our platform person today. Nice to be here with you.
Always good to be here. So let us take us a moment now to gather our thoughts together and relax and put everything that's outside. And just think for a moment about who we are and who's sitting beside us. Holy Creator, I hold a vision of an equitable world, a global community that supports and encourages all people to live fully and reach their unique potential. I feel a kinship with those who hold a similar vision and work to realize it. My past experiences and present perspective show me that what is mine to do and how I can contribute to realizing my vision. I trust I will be guided and inspired to find avenues of service where the things I do best and most enjoy doing will be most helpful. I bless people I may never meet, and I offer my time, talents, and efforts to further my vision of a new way of living. With clarity of purpose, I take my place among the growing network of caring, visionary souls. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Nicholas. That was wonderful. And now I would like to take this time to introduce our prayer chaplain. I know up here it says Sean, but he's not with us today, so we're going to have Tim Eckert. Tim Eckert is right over there with his hand up, so he will meet you upstairs for prayer after the service.
And we have a prayer request slips for you to use and to put them in our prayer box, which is just over here to the right of the stage. And I'd like to remind you that we have a 24/7 prayer support with Silently Unity. The phone number is 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
And now it's time for some music. We're going to be singing. So Angelica, she's going to be our leader today in the music department.
Good morning, everyone. Will you please stand? Our first selection is one of the newer ones. It's Daniel Named's Swing Wide the Doors. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. We'll do it again so we get the feel, okay? Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Oh, swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Thank you, everyone. All right, our next selection, and this will be a first for me. I will be accompanying myself for the first time, so please be gentle. Just hold on while I reset here. The next song is another newer one. It's Thank You for This Day by Karen Drucker. All right. Sorry, I'm nervous. Okay. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. Oh, so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Let's do it again. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Oh, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. These wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Oh, thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank beautiful day. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Oh, thank you. I want to say thank you. See, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. So I say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Thank you so much.
And it is a beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful sunshine out there, warm. You know, I think spring is coming. Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making a positive difference in the world. As part of the New Thought and the worldwide unity movement, we strive to be compassionate, inclusive, open-minded, service-orientated, abundant, and spirit-filled.
Unity teaches that each person is unique, individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of our oneness with Spirit, each other, and all of life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
Our affirmation for March is, I affirm my oneness with the Christ mind, and I am filled with wisdom, power, and peace. Will you affirm that with me, please? I affirm my oneness with the Christ mind, and I am filled with wisdom, power, and peace.
Now I welcome Angela to sing Homeward Bound. Oh, this is going to be beautiful.
Thank you. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceased its gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow, set me free to find my calling, and I'll be home to you somehow. If you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return to your thoughts, I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, when the wind will set me racing, as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing, when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not return to you somehow. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, I'll be homeward bound again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angelica. Just so pretty. Well, hello. Welcome. Where do we wave at our online audience? Over here? So let's all say hello to our online audience. Hi, hello everybody, welcome. Never know which camera it's going to change to. There was once a rabbi who was approached by his students with a complaint about the evil that was everywhere in the world. They were intent upon driving out the forces of evil. The students requested that the rabbi counsel them, and so he suggested that they take brooms and attempt to sweep out the cellar. The bewildered disciples applied themselves, using all of their vigorous energy to sweep the darkness out of the cellar, but to no avail. The rabbi then advised his followers to take big sticks and vigorously beat at the darkness. Just beat that darkness out of the cellar. When this also failed, he counseled them to go down again and protest against the darkness by lighting a candle. When they lit and shared their lights, the darkness had been driven out. It is better, said the rabbi, to light a candle than to curse the darkness. And we experience this illuminating idea at candlelight service every Christmas, do we not? And how we experience the light of Christ within us and each other, and how that just dispels the darkness. We're not beating it out, we're not driving it out, we're dispelling the darkness. When you were born, chances are people got really excited. You know what it's like when a new baby comes into your life. Guess what? Same thing happened for you and with you when you arrived. Newness abounds when birth happens. We get really excited with animal babies. Same, we know it. This is new, miraculous life happening. And we begin our journey of growing and being what we are. Think of the joy that accompanies each new being, and even if some are neglected and not rejoiced over, I believe that the angels are rejoicing over those beings. The Talmud says this: every blade of grass has its angel that bends over it, whispering, "Grow, grow." Newness abounds as we begin our circular journey of life. Our mindset is firmly planted in beginner's mind. And when we learn and grow expeditiously, it is commented often, is it not, that children, they soak it up like sponges. And I think it may be so because they aren't afraid of new ideas. They haven't been hurt by life yet, and so they're like, let me have it. Let me know about this. I want to learn. And they do. They soak it up without fear. So beginner's mind opens us up to awe. It opens us up to wonder, and it opens us up to our true presence with the divine, and to the divine in ourselves and others. Richard Rohr expands on this idea when he says, beginner's mind is a readiness to always be in awe, to always be excited. We see it in children and in people who don't filter everything through the brain. Beginner's mind is one's mind before the hurts of life have made us cautious and self-protective. We can still be excited, and we can still be in awe. And yes, we can still expect tomorrow to be different from today. Cole author Riley also writes about faith that is simple and wondrous, and I agree with his thoughts as I paraphrase them. I think that when we talk about a childlike faith, what we are describing is not needing to describe with precision what makes the sun disappear from our view, but being able to describe how those colors blurred together calm us and allow us to relax into our whole being. Relaxing our breath, stilling our minds. Cole says, this is a faith that makes him believe he can see air. Those colors. All of a sudden we can see air. I never thought of that. I believe that as we heal hurts and let down our guard, our wall, our mask, then we are also able to bring the clock back to our childlike selves, where we find the delights of our youth intact and perhaps waiting for us. We do experience hurts throughout our lives at the hands of other people. And we do become adept at being self-protective. Martha Smock, longtime editor of Daily Word and prolific writer of affirmative messages, is author of a book called Fear Not. In her book, she reminds us of the scripture found in 1 John 16:18. God is love, and all who live in love live in God, and God lives in them. And as we live in God, our love grows more perfect. So we will not be afraid, but be confident because we are Christ in this world. Such love has no fear, because perfect love expels fear or dispels fear, dispels darkness. Perfect love dispels all fear. It says so in the scripture. Indeed, it does. How does it happen in a practical, everyday way? Martha points out that when we focus on what we love, the fear disappears. Have you found that to be true in your own practice? Turn it around. There is no place for fear when our thought is of what we love and immersing ourselves in the full experience of what we love. She says, I believe that fear can be conquered at all times and in all situations through love. We cannot fear that which we love. Love casts out fear and frees us from bondage to it. So, what is it that you're afraid of? Is there a challenge in your life that brings fearful feelings, causes you to be anxious or nervous or doubtful or second-guessing? All words for fear. Martha provides an example. If your fear is a fear of failure, for example, affirm what you love. I love the opportunities that are set before me. I love the challenges that stir me to deeper thought, to greater effort. I love the spirit of faith and courage that rises up in me, that refuses to let fear dominate me. I love the feeling of spiritual power that is mine when I act courageously, when I dare to step out in faith. I love the feeling of reassurance that comes when I listen to my indwelling Christ telling me that I can succeed. With this great love, I cast out the fear of failure. You see how she did that? And that's not just one little affirmation. She went to town and wrote about 10 powerful ones there. Maybe not 10, 6 or 7. So I've been using her talent for affirmative messages and prayer. And she's really good, right? So if I want to try something and I feel really nervous about it and I'm afraid that I'm going to fail, and these affirmations say to my spirit, wait a minute, I love the opportunity that is set before me. I love the challenge that stir me to deeper thought, that rise me up. So, and onward, when you use these powerful words, you're ready to go. So, like I said, I've been trying them out, and it really helped me just let go of the stuff that wasn't helpful. So I believe this is how we walk tall through every challenge that at first may scare us. And I believe this is how we move into a new place. Powerful words of affirming what you love, what you're grateful for, absolutely will secure you in a new place of light and clarity, a new place of courage and love. It may be a new habit for you to focus on what you love rather than what you fear. It's a spiritual muscle, a discipline, a habit you must decide and develop. When you decide what you will do whatever it takes to free yourself. So, take a moment to connect with your beginner's mind, okay? Just take a couple of breaths. And let's just, that child, divine child within. Just take a moment to connect with that spirit within you. Now, thinking of the fear that you brought to mind a few minutes ago when I asked you about your fear, realize that you do have the power to cast it out by applying the laser beam of what you love about that situation. Okay? So let your mind go to the elements of what you love about that situation. Take that thing, that situation or person you were afraid of. Now turn it around in your mind and look for another perspective that will illuminate your love about it. What you love about it. What are you grateful for in this thing, in this situation, in this person? It is helpful to bring the fear you have into prayer and meditation, just as we are doing now. And just ask for the illumination that you desire. You will always receive it. For God hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:2. In my last Love Speaks video, I spoke about the challenge of chaos in my home due to one of my cats being overly aggressive with the other cat. And this has been going on for almost a year. And we've been working hard to work with them and get them to a peaceful place with each other. And a month or two goes by and we think, hey, look at this, we're good, for a few weeks, couple of months, and then there's an episode. And it happens all over again. And then it takes a couple of weeks, for 3 or 4 weeks, for us to get them back to a peaceful place. And so this has been like a roller coaster, right? So we've been working with professionals to know what to do. I have learned a lot about cat behavior, okay? Yeah, I'm getting really good. And you know what I love about that situation? Is that I'm seeing my cats in a whole new way, with newness. As I learn about cat behavior, I've stopped judging them. I've stopped being really angry with the aggressor. His name is Rambo, okay? And we named that when he was a little kitten just because we thought it was funny, because he was such a energetic, lone cowboy kind of guy, and he was the opposite of his not his brother, but his brother from another mother. And so I always favored Sugar because, that was the kind of cat that I grew up with, that would lay in my belly, and he, he's affectionate that way. He'll get right up and get right in with me in my body, not, keeping apart from me like Rambo does. But I'll tell you, I love how much I've learned about Rambo. And now I call him Rainbow. Or Ramby, and it makes me cry, how I needed to release old ideas that things should be as I wanted them to be. I have a book on my counter saying the important stuff my cats have taught me. And it's really good. There's lots of stuff in there, and it's really good. But I can probably write my own book now, too. That being said, we had another episode very recently, and I felt very discouraged. And I felt even angry that this situation is seemingly unresolvable. We both love our cat. We don't want to rehome anybody. We want it. We're committed to keeping our cats and finding a solution. So I felt fear that we wouldn't succeed in helping our cats overcome their fears. I felt despair. And then, I decided to give myself a healing treatment, following the advice from Martha Smock. I affirmed that I love the peace and harmony that I create in my home. I affirmed the love nest that my home is for my family. I love the peace and harmony that exudes from my heart. I love that even though we have triggers, we always return. We do return to that place of peace eventually. I love that Jim and I are learning more about cat behavior. I love that I am accepting our cats with unconditional love, both our cats. I love how me and Jim are better humans today because of all that our cats are teaching us. I love that once again, we are working to find a solution, that we will not give up. I love our perseverance. I love that we are overcomers. So this healing treatment was pretty powerful for me. And it dispelled my fear, and the reaction of anger was gone. The darkness was dispelled, and I didn't feel disillusioned anymore. I put myself in a new place. I was ready to begin again. I was ready to learn more. And so we began reaching out again to the animal behaviorist again, the vet, a new vet, because we wanted a new perspective. We learned that our cat who gets triggered and acts aggressively toward the other cat has developed a condition called redirected aggression. And in order to successfully heal, he needs anti-anxiety medication. And I've resisted putting him on medication. He's on medication, and we're moving forward, and we're fearless, and we're affirming healing for all our household, focusing on that which we love, especially the unconditional love that we have for one another. Love dispels fear. Focus on what you love within all your challenges, and you will stop being afraid. You will be unstoppable. You can heal every hurt. You calm all chaos. Where there is discord, you harmonize. Do you believe it? Yeah. Nice. Do you believe it? Is everybody sleepy today? Realize the power within you is waiting and ready to be utilized. Apply the healing treatment today. Try it. Decide to level up to a new place. A place of power, a place of peace, a place of newness. Philippians 4:8 affirms this truth. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. What do you think, Tim? Sounds good to Tim. Amen, brother. Thanks for playing with me. So we're going to go into meditation now. I'd just like you to center yourselves, please. It's going to be a guided meditation, so if you could give me a little piano, Angelica. And so as you relax and center yourself, straighten your spine, Just inhale through your nostrils in a more relaxed way than usual. It might feel like you are taking the time to savor the in-breath as if there's something fragrant to smell. Notice how the breath instinctively slows when your inhale is drawn inward like a sweet aroma. Once your inhale reaches its natural peak, simply pause for a moment and then let the breath out gently through your mouth. You can imagine the exhale like a child slowly blowing bubbles out through a drinking straw. Again, draw the breath in through your nostrils. Hold it for just one moment. And then exhale gently through your mouth. By breathing in through your nostrils, you welcome in the delicious fragrance of your divinity. Holding the breath for a moment to savor the magnificence of life, and then letting it out as blessings of compassion, joy, and ease for one and all. With the thought of your divinity, let us go into the silence. And so coming back to this space, this moment, realizing the sweet fragrance of our divinity. Just let the feeling of gratitude immerse your whole being. You are newness divine, sweetness manifested into a human being. You are blessed and you are a blessing.
Thank you, Mariette. That was a wonderful talk. I always enjoy listening to you, and I look forward to hearing more about your kittens. And I'd also like to thank Angelica. That was a wonderful song you sang. Thank you so much. John? Nope, not on.
Time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
We have a sacred mission. Will you please say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say it with me?
I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my goods and radiate that good to all. We have a few announcements today. Saturday, April 8th, Ken Hart and Sean Sharkey will be facilitating a webinar, The Hero's Journey, From Inner Critic to Unconditional Self-Acceptance. Registration opens March 21st. See the newsletter for more details.
A two-part class, A Renewed Faith in Spirit Through Science, The Connection Between Spirit and Consciousness, presented by Joe Urich on Sunday, April 9th and 16th, 1 to 3 p.m., in person and on Zoom. See the newsletter or website for more details.
We are looking for a volunteer to act as the ministry team's coordinator. This dedicated person would oversee the ministry teams, work with team leaders to assist with recruiting, provide training, and report to the minister. For more information, see the newsletter and click on the link for the job description.
Come and experience how the powerful practice of yoga can transform your life. Devante Peters is facilitating weekly yoga classes on Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in person and on Zoom. To register, email Devante.
Visit the bookstore and browse our extensive collection, open every Sunday from 11:30 to 12:30.
And please join us next Sunday, April 2nd, as Reverend David continues his series on our core values, Preparing the Way, a fresh look at our core values of open-mindedness.
I want to remind you that our prayer chaplain, Tim Eckert, is available for prayer upstairs after the service in the prayer chapel.
And all of our classes, programs, and services are made possible only by your generous donations. Our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. And we've created many easy ways to donate, which you can find on our website.
We have a love offering box near the foyer over here with envelopes and pens where you can drop in your tithe or your love offering as you leave the chapel. Again, thank you and bless you for your loving and generous support.
And now we would invite you to stand up and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to ourselves our love offering prayer, followed by the peace song and closing with a prayer of protection. Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator.
surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine. Have a wonderful
Thank you
day.
for joining us. And have a wonderful day.